Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Programming with a Purpose. Today I'm going to show you how you can create this kind of an animated landing screen. You can also create pagination dots at the bottom. So I have just created a button so that you can play the animation again and again. You can see here that the images are not exactly 3D. So if you have 2.5D images or 3D images, the animation is going to be a bit better. We are going to use rotation 3D effect plus timers to achieve this. So here you can see I have created some static images and text. These are the three images I have pasted their names inside my content view in the variable images and some texts which will be printed at the bottom of this images. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and let's proceed with the video. So first we are going to create a variable index which is going to help us access a certain image and text inside these arrays. I have created an image with resizable scale to fit and a rotation effect. For rotation effect, I need to pass a rotation angle. And for that, I'm creating a variable here of type double. So let's pass the rotation angle here. And next, I'm going to pass here the axis. Why the axes are set with these values, I'm going to show you in a while. Please follow this video. And in the rotation angle, we need to pass this double value as an angle. So we need to add here the function degrees, which is going to convert it into relevant degrees. So next we are going to create here another variable of is animating, which is a bool that is going to set our animation to true and start. We are going to start animating it. So this is used for this purpose, and a timer which is going to help us to schedule this animation. You can also achieve this with animation, but we want to change the image when the image is at 90 degrees. For that, we need to have a finer control over the angle that we are using for this rotation 3D effect. And for that purpose, we need to use a timer. So let's create the function start animating content, and we are going to return from this function if is animating is true. It means that we have accidentally set it again to true when previously the animation is running, so we do not want to override it. Otherwise, we are going to set is animating to true, and next we are going to schedule this timer with the time duration repeats true, and then a body in which we are going to increment our rotation angle with a value of 2. If it is going to reach above 360 or 360, we are going to reset it to 0. So this is going to be our function, start animating content. Very simple and straightforward. Now let's call this function on appear, which means that whenever this VStack is going to appear, this animation is going to start playing. So this is how it's being played. Now we are going to write the code where we want to basically have this finer control over the value of the rotation angle, and we are going to increment the index so that we'll move to the next basically image. So here I'm going to show you the effect of the axis. So if z is 1, this is how the image is going to move like. So we are going to move here x to 1, rest to 0, and you are going to see that now how the animation is going to look like. So these are the x, y, and z axis. So I have basically set it y as 1, so it is moving along the y axis. Again, if the image is a 3D images or a 2.5 the image with multiple perspectives, the animation is going to be better. So next we are going to write the function of onChange, in which we are going to follow the change of the rotation angle. So when we are going to get a new value, we are going to check that value. We are going to divide it by 180 and see if it is 90, which means that our value is now changing in the terms of 90. And this is the point where we are going to increment the index. But first, let's check if index is equals to 2, which means that we have reached to the last image. We are going to set is animation to false. If you want to replay the animation, you can also set it to 0. You can continue with the animation. But since I want the animation to stop, so I'm invalidating the timer and setting is animating to false. Next, index is set to index plus 1 mod 3 so that we do not exceed the value and go out of bounds. So we are going to increment the index and move to the next image. On the right hand side in the preview, you can see how the animation is being played. So next, I'm going to add here a little bit of a padding to improve the UI, and I'm also going to create a button at the bottom of the screen to replay this animation and to test it with different values. Like I'm going to change the value of time interval inside the timer to show you how you can change the speed of the animation. So let's first create a button here. It's very simple, just like normal buttons. You are going to create a button with the name of reload or reset animation. And in the action, you are going to set the index to 0 and again call the function of start animating content. So we have created the button and whole of the code is now complete. So next we are going to move and change the value of the interval inside the timer to show you how you can play around with the speed of the animation. So if I'm going to lessen the value, it is going to move at a very high speed. So 0.03 seems fine. And you can also basically change the value of the angle. But the more the addition of the value inside the angle, the more non-smooth or jittery the motion of the animation will be. So this is all for this tutorial. Do not forget to like and share this video, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.